Well, let's take a break from my guitar and, well, there's my trusty little dog there, Diamond. How you doing, Diamond? What is it? What is up with you? Yeah, let's take a break from all this and let's go check into something a little bit different. And, of course, what I'm talking about is taking apart a LED TV and the curiosity factor of what's really inside an LED TV. Well, first you got to turn it around and you have to take off the back plate. I have already disassembled everything simply for the fact that this just makes it a less edible film where I don't have to worry about taking out all these screws. And there are a lot of small, tiny black screws. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is, let me check my, there we go. That's one of the small, tiny screws right there that you take out from the back. And even inside, you're looking at small screws for the guts, which is all the wiring, the motherboards. But once you take this off, you end up with this, well, you don't end up with this. You have all kinds of components on here and motherboards and wiring and stuff. This is probably one of the sole wires that really come out of the back of this. And this is so cool because what's behind this is what is so neat. And this looks like this supplies all the information to the LEDs back here. So that's pretty cool. That's the only wire that really comes out. Well, with the exception down here, there's some taped wires in here as well for the screen in front, but I guarantee you this is for the LEDs in the back. Anyway, as we look at this, what did we pull out? Well, we pulled out some wires here. Okay, so we have that. We've got some. Oh, let me put this down just a little bit more so we can see that. And there we go. Okay, so we have some tape wires. Okay. Flat, so it just goes wherever you need it to go, which is really so cool now. There's a long circuit board right there that was at the bottom of the TV. Alrighty. Here's another long circuit board. This was also on the bottom of the TV. And you see these little flaps right here? Okay, this is what was attached to the TV screen. And we'll be taking a look at that in a little bit. But all the way across, there's a flap there, flap there, flap there. Total of 6 flaps, and that's exactly what the TV screen has. So these sat side by side. Also, we have one of the boards. This is obviously the power board since you have the heat sink right here. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's a power button right there. So you have this going on. That's one of them right there. And this kind of popped out. This went to the back of the, or going toward the front of the TV. So that was another component that was coming out with this one wire that also attached to the LED or the main screen. And here's your main board. This is your input board. So you're going to find that in there. You're going to find a lot of these things. If your board ever goes bad, what you're looking for are these. I don't know if there's any way to focus on that, but let me get a bigger one. Here we go. Because they go in big sizes, tall sizes, small sizes. But this thing that has like the Mercedes look on the front of it, the Mercedes-Benz look, or maybe even the peace sign, if you can see that flat and depressed, you're in good shape. But if it looks like it's been popped up, more than likely that's what's causing the issue. I couldn't find the issue on this TCL. Everything looked fine. Just everything kept going on and off, on and off, on and off. And yeah, so that covers all the electronics up in here that came out of this back area of the TV right here. Now let's turn the TV over, since we're really done with the back area. I mean, that's it. That's really it. Everything else inside is just a cavity for what we're getting ready to check out right now. So cool. Okay, well, this is what, hey, there's Diamond again. Look at that. Must be something out there. Yeah. Well, this is something that's really cool. And if you've ever wondered what's inside a flat panel TV, this is really going to blow your mind. I can tell you right now, this is so cool. This is my old TCL. And the reason why I had to take this down and even tear it apart, for that fact, is, well, one, you can't recycle these. You just can't put them in the big bulk trash or anything. They won't allow that. Second, this screen was flashing. It would go off and then come back on a few seconds later and stay like that for about a good, hey, Diamond, stay like that for about a good few minutes. And then all of a sudden, bam, it goes back off again for 5 seconds, 4 seconds, intermittent. The TV would be like that for about the first 15, 20 minutes. I mean, it would be good for the first 15, 20 minutes, and all of a sudden, boom, here it goes, off and then on, off and then on, and continuously. So I went out and just bought a new one. And while I had this down here on the floor, somehow the screen cracked too, okay? But I was going to trash it. Well, I'm not really going to trash it now. I came up with a great idea. I'm going to keep this for next year's Halloween, and I'm just going to hang it up, put a couple more cracks in it, and put a strobe behind it, and make it look really, 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 really super scary cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. All the screws have been removed, as I explained before, so we're just going to pop off the retainer ring that goes around the screen itself. So this is coming off right here. So we're going to take this and just toss that to the side right there. Now we have the main screen, and this is very thin. And again, you don't want to handle it like this, but since I'm handling the camera, and also I'm not too worried about the screen, but if it completely shatters, I'll be really bummed out, so I got to be very careful about that. But yeah, this is the screen. That's the back. And again, that's the front, or maybe, yeah. This is the back. And this is the front, where you have that really black screen. So we're going to take this. We're not going to toss it aside like we did with the retainer ring. We're just going to place it over here about as softly as I possibly can. Okay, there we go. Now, look, whoa! We've got looks like a white screen behind here that feels like plastic, almost same kind of plastic they use for x-rays, that kind of a thickness on it. You can hear that right there. So we're going to peel this back, and we're peeling it back toward the top of the TV. It's almost like one of those boards you use for doing presentations. And next we have this is definitely some kind of special plastic, like a 3D plastic or something, or an illumination screen, because my hand looks a lot different farther away from the screen than it does if it was like right up against. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it definitely changes perceptions. So this might have to do with the illuminate. Well, yeah, there's the other side, and that's a silver screen. I can't even really see through that to the other side. Okay, maybe a little bit, but that's definitely an illumination screen. That's really cool. So we have that. We have another layer down here. Okay, this plastic almost feels like the same kind of plastic you would have in your fluorescent light in the garage. It has that type of consistency to it. This is cracked, by the way. I was obviously, when I was messing around with that, just pops right out. Here are your LEDs. this is what brings all the picture to the TV. So you have all these almost like little satellites all lined up. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 24 of these are sitting down, and they just peer out and they go through this screen, which again, I guess helps disperse the light. Just like, for example, maybe a fluorescent cover like this will help disperse the light, give it more of a smoother tone. Maybe that's what it is, I don't know. Maybe somebody out there can correct me. And then what's underneath this? Well, this is all screwed down, but once you get under here, it's really just metal. It just lays down in metal. These are main screws here that just go in these little ports here and support, as you can see all the way around here. These right here support right here all the stuff that we just took off. So these are just for supports. Otherwise, underneath there, you just have, then there's that little chip right there for the LEDs. Another one right there, okay? And here's your other chip right here. Maybe I might be able to use this in some way to where I can use these lights to my advantage for my haunted house. If you have any ideas on how to light up a board like this with minimal work, I'd certainly appreciate it. Just leave the comments in there. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. And of course, you got the back side right up in there, and there's that wire that we saw going through, and that pretty much would come up around here. Yeah, I can feel it right there. And that has got to be the wiring for these three plugs right here, okay? Because there's no other plugs on the screen at all. So, and I don't really feel a need to take it off and just to kind of, prove to you then, all right, okay, hold on. Okay, this is the last screw that I'm taking off. There were, 8 of these? So I guess there was 8 screws that I had to take off. I'll count them in a second. And I have not looked underneath this. So unlike the other flaps that I revealed, I have not seen any of this. So it's you and I for the first time checking this out. Let me roll back on the zoom here. All right. And let's see what this LED setup looks like on the back. Yeah, it is stuck to some sticky stuff on the back here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, 2-way sticky tape, which I don't know if it ripped the board or not, but here. I'm not going to worry too much about the top part. Let's take a look at the back. And okay, so here's the strip. We don't really need this paper, do we? I think that was there just to protect the rest of the components and also provide extra light for that. But no, they're right behind here. Looks like they are wired in sync with what was going through. So let's take a look. Oh, let me set this down here. See if you can follow me with that. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, right on. Woo, doggy. So let's take a look at this. Let's see what we have here. We have the, let me take this under my bigger light so we can get a bigger view. There we go. Oh yeah, this is much better. Okay, so we have the LEDs right up in here. Yeah. which is really cool. And then we have the control panel. And again, that goes right into the, oh, hey, Diamond. That goes right into that area I was talking about, that one wire that went to the front. Yep, there it is right there. Right there. That's the wire that goes to the front part of that TV. So we're going to keep this wiring harness together because I might be able to run these LED lights on a lower power source, which would be awesome. And it'd be kind of interesting to see what colors come out of here as well. So, hey, cool guys. I'm glad you stuck around, if you did, for this long. If you get a chance, because I do all kinds of different things if I come across something, but yeah, subscribe, like, share, you know, hey, let's have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Let's just look into things that we haven't looked into before, and you'll find that here on my channel. So I hope you enjoyed this, and also I'm working on that guitar video, and that should be popping up here pretty soon as well. So be sure to subscribe to check out my latest videos coming in. Hey, thanks a lot, and have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Okay, enjoy your freedom, and have a good one. Right on.